Hey guys, Nova Explosion, and welcome back to more Fire Emblem Three Houses. I hope everyone had a good Christmas Eve and Christmas. On YouTube, you guys still got content. But I didn't stream. I haven't streamed since the day before Christmas Eve. So we're back at last with more Fire Emblem. I had a really good Christmas. Thank you for asking. Retro. I got Xenoblade Chronicles for Christmas, and I've been playing that. Such a good game. My goodness. I had no doubt it was good, but now I have confirmation that it's like one of the best games ever made. How was your Christmas? Retro, everyone else in chat. Let me double check and see if the audio is good. Or the game audio a tad. Did we talk to everyone? I don't remember what we last did. Yeah, it looks like everyone's talked to. We have a support conversation going on. The game audio looks on the low side? The higher the tad. I was playing Tales of Xillia, that's probably why. That was the last thing I played. That should be a lot better. You got Final Fantasy VII-R for Christmas. That's a really good gift. That's a phenomenal game. Professor. Octopath Traveler. Another game I heard good things about. That's next on my list. Now I have Xenoblade. I have Xenoblade now, so the next Switch game on my list is Octopath. Because I heard good things about that game as well. Alright, sounds like everyone in chat seemed to have a good Christmas. Getting some good games. Alright, who's this with?
Professor.
Oh, Annette, alright. I would like to speak with you, yeah.
Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me?
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Great, thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay! I finally get it! You really are a great teacher.
I'm happy to help.
I knew asking you was the right idea. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and, well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training. That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. You know what I mean?
I do. Realistically, I know the feeling.
Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Mercy never sets foot outside her room on her days off. I don't get that girl sometimes. Not to mention... Oh wait. Oh no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today! I completely forgot! Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help! Ah! Who put this stupid barrel here?
Oh my goodness. That's good. Yeah, I didn't do too much stuff on Christmas. You know, spend time with family, all that typical basic stuff. Just the best thing about my Christmas is getting Xenoblade. Actually, the best thing about my Christmas. I'm like 10 hours in. It's just really good. Probably a little more than 10 hours. I don't exactly know. So I guess we're just getting these support conversations.
Professor,
I don't know if I have any activity points, but I'll check after this.
Aha! Found ya! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes.
Is something the matter?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. No, it's alright, thanks. But if you see him, then please find me and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is and I can tell him.
I find it odd that there's no, like, options to raise affinity. It's not a major thing, it's just a minor nitpick. I think Persona had, like, during the options to raise the affinity. I find it odd that this game doesn't really have much options in support conversations.
I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah? Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not... Oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Cypher has so many responsibilities.
Hey there.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Well, two things I was gonna say. Oh yeah, today's stream is gonna be like 4 hours. I can't afford to go 5 hours because I have plans. When I say plans, I mean I'm working. But, plans nonetheless. So it's probably gonna only be 4 hours today. Can't remember the other thing.
I wonder why. Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment?
That's a good question. It's a little suspicious.
You're not particularly strong or good-looking. You seem exceedingly unremarkable. Not that I doubt you were a skilled mercenary. Shamir came from the same background, but she doesn't get nearly as much of Lady Rhea's attention. Besides, it'd be one thing if you got brought on as a knight, but a professorship, unprecedented.
All very good points.
I just don't get it. I'm flummoxed as to why she holds you in such high esteem. And it's not like just anyone can wield the Sword of the Creator. It's a legendary relic, right? And it was casually handed over to you. It's unbelievable.
It must have something to do with the relics why Rhea is so curious about me.
Maybe it's because you're related to Gerald.
That's another thing.
He was a leader of the Knights of Seros, and probably the finest mercenary in all Fodlan. By the time I joined, he was gone, so I don't know him too well, but he's strong, right?
Neither of these options really are something I want to say or move the dialogue in any way. It's either at the play dumb and say I don't know what you're talking about, or just deny it.
Oh, come on. There can't be a soul in Fodlan who hasn't heard tales of the Blade Breaker. Maybe that's it. Gerald used his influence to help you.
Is that Tales of the Breaker, Secret Tales of game?
But Lady Rhea wouldn't give you favorable treatment because of that. No, definitely not. There must be something more to you.
Yeah, the fact that I can wield, like, really insane-looking relics. It's gotta be something there.
Okay, that settles it. I'm going to watch from afar. Figure out what Lady Rhea could possibly see in you.
That's not what I meant.
Whatever it is, maybe I can copy it so that you'll take a shine to me as well. And if I discover that your intentions are malicious, I'll cut you down with relish.
I love it how, like, Catherine's just, like, sticking to her pride and all that. If I turn out to be some evil mercenary, then she would straight up cut me down. I straight up believe her. Alright, I guess we have one more. Do I have activity points? I have 0. Alright. So I ended last stream, like, at the end of this exploring day. So after this support conversation, we should be done. Oh, it's Mercedes.
You there, youngster. Won't you listen to this old man's troubles? I was born and raised right here in this town. I spent my whole life here. My daughter lives in the Empire, and she sent me a letter to ask if I was keeping up with my daily worship.
Well, hello there, Professor. Is this a friend of yours? Is that so? I was sure you two knew each other. Is there something we can do for you, good sir?
Oh, what a lovely young lady. I was just telling this kind soul a story.
Really? What's troubling you?
Well, I was thinking of going to daily prayer, but my leg's been acting up and I can't walk properly.
How terrible. That's no good at all. May I be of assistance? I'd be happy to lend a shoulder and escort you to the chapel.
Would you? Oh, I'd be most grateful to you. Thank the goddess for sending this young lady to me today.
We'll need your help too, Professor. Here, sir, take my arm. Splendid work, Professor. He really seemed to appreciate our assistance. Putting a smile on someone's face always seems to brighten up the day. Is something wrong? You're giving me a strange look.
Why does this game make everything awkward with Byleth?
Oh, how should I put this? I suppose it's just second nature to me.
What?
It's difficult to describe, but I can usually tell when someone is worried about something. Back there, I could tell that both you and the old man were in distress.
So you can, like, read minds? Possibly? Something along those lines? Maybe you could just tell what people are feeling.
I spent a good amount of my life living in the church. Maybe that's why I'm so good at identifying these things?
That is news to me. I didn't know that.
Did I not mention that before? I spent nearly 10 years of my life in the Church of Fargus. Many came to us with their troubles. In my own time of need, I once ran to the church myself, and they helped me. May I share something with you, Professor? It's about a dream of mine. I'd like to work in the church one day. I want to be like the priest who helped me. Never mind. It's not a very realistic dream. Please forget I said anything. If I were someone else, perhaps a commoner without a crest or stature, maybe things would be different. It's a bit sad, but this is the way things have to be. After all, only the goddess can decide our fates.
Yo, some of these support conversations are just... They provide so much insight on the characters. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. It had nothing to do with Fire Emblem. I was gonna say last night, I don't wanna, not trying to brag, and I'm only gonna say this once. I did get a 6 platinum last night. I platinum crashed too. And I just want to take the time quickly, buy the Insane Trilogy if you like platformers, because I played a lot of Crash when I was like 10 years old on the PS1, and the Insane Trilogy was very nostalgic for me. It made the games even better because of all the updated mechanics. So, Crash 4, really good game. I would also highly recommend Insane Trilogy. It was such a great experience, especially for like people who grew up on Crash. But I platinum Crash too. I might go back to the other ones, but very good games. Raptor, welcome to the stream. How was your Christmas, Raptor? How'd everything go down with your Christmas Eve and Christmas? Do we have any lost items that I know that they belong to? Connection to the Imperial Capital of the Past. Belongs to someone who enjoys baking sweets or eating sweets. Who looks up to Manuela? Could it be Dorothea? Could possibly be. Christmas is pretty good. My Christmas was, you know, it was good. It was really good. Just typical, like, time with family. I got Xenoblade Chronicles, so that's probably the best thing about my Christmas, to be honest. Hey. I didn't do anything crazy. I just had dinner with my family. But getting Xenoblade was probably the best thing.
I get it.
Personally.
Professor, hello.
Either way, a really good Christmas, though. Where on earth is Dorothea? Is she in the garden? She's probably in the garden.
Okay. Congratulations. I certainly.
I already talked to you.
How did you know I lost this?
I remember Dorothea saying she looks up to Manuela, and I also remember Manuela being in the opera like Dorothea. Oh goodness, I don't know any of these lost items. Who's a history buff? Also, who frequently works outside? Could that be Annette? Annette said she always wants something to do. Does that mean... I mean, that's a good enough description, but I don't know who to go on. I'm gonna try, because I literally have no one else to go on. Oh, there's another support conversation. I'm honestly gonna skip it, and we'll do it during the game. I might get a guide for some of these lost items. This is a lot harder than I thought. You're not a history buff. You also don't like the baked sweets. I could have sworn you did. Yeah. I'm gonna get a guide up for some of these. Because I do like figuring it out, but sometimes it can be very hard. I don't even know why I pressed recruit. I knew I couldn't get her. But yeah, some of these lost items are very difficult for me personally, especially when I haven't played the game in like 5 days? Probably a week. Alright, so do I have... No, I have had a baked sweet. It's gonna be very hard because of the chapter I'm in. I don't even care about getting all these lost items, to be honest. I just want to work on motivation. Silver necklace is for Gilbert. How to bake sweets is for Mercedes. Okay. Let's focus on those two first. Once we're done with these lost items, I'm going to end the day. Where is she? Oh, she outside? Alright, glad to see everyone had a good Christmas. I am also glad to be back from, I guess, a break. Because I haven't streamed since Wednesday. But, I know streams are going to be weird this week. I tweeted about it. I sent it in my Discord. But in case you're not in my Discord or don't follow me on Twitter, this affects YouTube. But streams are going to be... I'm going to try streaming every day of the week. But they're going to be weird with time. But that means I'm going to be uploading a lot more. Anything else? Nothing else belongs to Mercedes. So, Gilbert. Where's Gilbert? Is Gilbert even here? He might not even be here.